right, guys, gals, aliens, and degen freaks. Welcome to Dano Crypto. On this channel, we show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. Now, welcome to the show. I hope you guys are feeling well. You're doing well. You slept well. And we are going to be going into the rest of this week feeling super strong, feeling bullish, even though the market and everyone around you might have you feeling a little bearish, like you're going to quit, like you're going to capitulate. And we are not going to let that happen to you guys, because this is the best time to get excited about crypto, to get excited about the journey, about the process, about the volatility. The volatility is a feature of crypto. It's not the bug, guys. So be with me here through these times, and you will be successful, okay? All right, welcome, welcome. Shout out to everyone who's here. Shout out to Ozzy. Shout out to all the people, whoever you are, wherever you are, wherever you're watching from. Let me know where you're watching from, and I really do appreciate you guys coming into this live stream and supporting this channel. We are building this channel from the ground up, grassroots, no thrills, just collected information of the cryptocurrency markets, the things that you guys want to see, what you want to hear, and what projects and different coins, meme coins that you want to see. We cover it on this channel. All right, so without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Let's get the show on the road. Let's actually, please smash up the likes. If we can get the likes up, that would be absolutely amazing. For some reason, I even told YouTube themselves, even at Team YouTube, that you gotta unlock the algorithm for me, YouTube. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like we could get more than 4 people in this damn thing today. I think we can do better than that. I think we can get some people in here. So help me by making this an evangelistic mission for you to share this stream, share this channel with people so then they can get informed on this market. All right, without further ado, let's kind of go into what is the most bullish news right now. And in terms of crypto, a little bit of politics, a little bit of things that are just happening around the world. We had recently, just surprisingly, Putin endorsing Harris in the U.S. election. Maybe because they'll support a forever war that would just literally decimate the American people and the and our GDP, send out all the kinds of money, and it'll be real great for them if Harris wins. Not too great if Trump wins, because they did have a good relationship with Trump, but Trump didn't take any crap. So it's actually funny that the leaders of the world probably also wouldn't like a Trump presidency, because that means they'd have to deal with the man, which is just fantastic. All right, so then we got MasterCard launches crypto debit card in Europe. So this is super bullish. Now, we've told you guys that MasterCard and Visa have been getting super bullish on making it easier for you to off-ramp and on-ramp crypto. And now this is making it to where you don't even have to off-ramp. You literally can just have a debit card that is going to basically have to where you can spend your self-custodial wallets. It says allowing users to spend from their self-custodial wallets at 100 million different merchants. This is absolutely mega, guys. This is mega. And now we're going to tie all this in together of how this is ultimately going to shape the crypto landscape in America per what the legislation is going to be, if we're going to either go in the direction of Operation Choke Point, or we're going to go into the operation of Bitcoin Valhalla, rocket ship to the moon, because basically, there's no other way to slice it, guys. Everyone's trying to beat around the bush and not say it. The obvious thing that's in front of our faces. One candidate is wanting to tax the crap out of you. One candidate is not. And so there you go. It's pretty easy. One wants to make it really difficult for you to become middle class or rich and actually have a chance. One is not. And so it's pretty simple at this point. One has no policy in terms of having a clear legislative policy besides it just not being a thing at all for crypto, and one has a clear path of what they want to do with legislation with crypto. And so whether it be Democrat or Republican, doesn't matter. It's if you are supporting the innovation of this emerging technology that is basically going to be running the back-end infrastructure of the entire world, we want to be supporting and pushing forth through these things. So I like that Elon is saying he's looking forward to serve America if the opportunity arises, that Trump is indeed going to adopt Elon for Government Efficiency Commission, which means that the success that Elon is able to have in terms of his own personal companies, what he's been able to do in terms of trimming the fat and making companies run efficiently, knowing what those processes are and bringing them into the United States and our policies is revolutionary. And this is what the system does not want to happen. So we're going to get into that. Guys, make sure you go to DanaCurtisHughes.com. And you are tuning in to these live streams, but you're also going to my direct hub of information. We're going to try our best to really make sure we update this website as much as we can. It's been a little slow recently. You know, we're getting ready for school. We're getting ready for all these things. And I think now that summer's over, we got the kids in school, have all this time to be able to really build a bullish community, a bullish database for all things crypto, and just if you are interested in what I'm doing personally, creatively, and what I'm involved with, this is the best place to go. So what's going on, Hassan? We got Ozzy, we got Hassan. Top of the morning to you as well. Hope you're doing well. And so just this morning, the Mag 7 this morning opening up really bullish on the stock market. We have Tesla up 5.6%, Amazon up 3.1%, Nvidia up 1.8%, Apple 1.4%, Google 1.1%, Meta, Facebook 1%, and this is what is this? What is this? Microsoft? Yeah, this guy. Yeah, Microsoft. Look at it for a second. Let me see what else. And then this was also what Mark Cuban's thoughts are on the Kamala Harris tax of the unrealized gains. So let's listen to this.
Folks in the Valley who I've been in touch with in the past week on this unrealized tax issue, gain issue, and where we've talked about, those who are taking loans against their unrealized stock, et cetera, and then they say, well, if you start to tax that, we won't be able to make investments in startups. We won't be able to give money over to venture capitalists and private equity folks and other things like that. What's your feedback to that distinction? Because I wonder, once there's a critique of one, then of one policy, and you get rid of that policy, then of course it moves to the critique of the next version of it.
Well, of course, but okay. So what I told him was, if you tax unrealized gains, you're going to kill the stock market. Right.
Exactly.
There's a whole bunch of folks.
Exactly. So, Mark, we had the same thought. A lot of people have this same thought. It's like, why would you tax unrealized gains? It just creates sell pressure across the markets. It makes people react instead of being calculated and knowing that there's like, okay, we know like if we have this time and trajectory, but no, it's like, it's just like, okay, I'm just going to have to cover this 20, 30%, 25% unrealized tax before I even sell. So that's just going to absolutely destroy the ebb and flow of the growth of the stock market and assets like Bitcoin, like anything like crypto. It just completely demeans the whole growth of the industry, to be honest. It's just a way that is they're already cash grabbing, and then they're going to try and cash grab at that level is absolutely, it's just the audacity of these people. Honestly, I don't understand. I don't see how the American people aren't outraged already by the amount of money that has been siphoned out of us. And it's ridiculous. This is why it's so important for us to talk about this, talk about crypto, talk about these issues, and not make it like it's a political thing. It just needs to be it's an issue. It's not even a political issue. It's an economic issue. It is an issue of people trying to steal your money, literally steal your money, and have you not have as much control over it. And so the only reason that we have any type of like downturn of civilization, whether it be like more crime, more drugs on the streets, tent cities, bad health care, unhealthy people that are having mental issues, people on like massive amounts of SSRIs, antidepressant medications. Do you know what that spans from? It actually spans from a broken economic policy. There's studies that have been done. Studies have been done and been shown that if you have a broken society of monetary policy and a big gap of rich to poor and no like actual middle ground or any flow of opportunity, then this is what happens. You have a confused, angry society that's hungry, sick, poor, and battling a system that's constantly trying to put them down. So I don't know if you agree with that, but you put a 1 in the chat if you agree. And actually put your thoughts on this analysis of actual when you are. It just shows like when you are when there's impoverished environments, and then there's also this overwhelming loom of where the system doesn't. You don't feel like the system's supporting you at all. You're just a pawn. Then that is like the worst morale in the world. It is going to make you make decisions that are in fear, anxiety, in stress, in anger. And then so the healing of our society is through better monetary policy. It's like that. It makes so much sense to me, doesn't it? I mean, it makes so much sense to me that the way that you can fix people, because I think people I might be just optimist. I might just be fucking, excuse my language, but so naive. But I believe in the goodness of people. I really do think that the people like as humans, like we are capable of so much good. We're capable of so much like love and compassion. And so I want to believe that through that we are more capable of those things more than the things that we're capable of that are evil and like crazy, feeding that wolf. I think our love and compassion outweighs all of the other crap. And so when we can finally realize that and pull together and know that if we could take care of each other through better monetary policy, through mediums of exchange and goods and services, and there's not snakes in the grass trying to constantly manipulate that, we can pull ourselves out of this mess. We can pull ourselves out of this mess. I really do believe it. And exactly, Headband High said this, they caused this faction, and this isn't at all what is ideal or what the people want. And it's so true. It is not what the people want. Like, if we actually really had a moment to think clearly, collectively, as a whole, and ask ourselves that question, like, is this what we want happening right now? People dying, like wars, confusion, it's just like, we don't want that. Like, we don't want that. We 100% don't want that. So I hope and pray, and I hope you guys are doing this too, because it really does, I hate that people with what has happened right now. I'm not even going to mention it because there's all kinds of stuff that's happening right now, but people are like, oh yeah, your thoughts and prayers, so much for your thoughts and prayers. Why don't you take action? And it's like, dude, come on. Like you can't have that type of mentality. You have to have action. Yes. But you also have to pray. You have to pray, man. Like you have to pray, and then in action, in your actions to help the good and prosper and help the good prosper in this life. You also have to pray for the forward movement and healing of the people. But I don't like when people get like where they're like, oh yeah, your thoughts and prayers. It's like, no, damn it. Like they don't get it. Like you have to pray. So it's like the collective prayer of the people could be one of the most revolutionary things that we could do right now, is to just collectively like pray for the energy and the healing of the world. I hope you guys are doing that, because I mean I get so distracted with my own life stuff, and then you get distracted by the stuff that's happening all around the world, and you think, what? You're like, what can I even do? You're like, what can I even do? Well, you can take care of your family. You can take care and help people that are actually around you. And guess what? It's a ripple effect. When you start doing that, then everything kind of starts to become clear. So I don't know. That's a kind of long-winded rant, but that is a good reminder, I guess, for myself and for you guys. If you're like, what do I what do I do? How am I supposed to help when there's so much going on? And that's how the system makes you defeated and makes you want to quit. There's like, let's put enough doom rattle in your brain to where you forget how powerful you really are. Let's put enough doom rattle. Like, if you ever listened to Tool, you get distracted by the doom rattle, the death rattle, and you forget how powerful you really are. All right, with that being said, let's get into a little bit more of the news. I really love Crypto T. Shout out to Crypto T. We're really bummed that we didn't get to run into Crypto T in person, because we've been commenting on her stuff and seeing her on the crypto Twitter for a while. And so I was thinking she was going to be around, and we just missed her. We just missed her. But we did get to meet some ladies in crypto. We did meet Miss Teen Crypto, and we actually finally solidified a collaboration with her. We had her on the channel, and it was awesome. So if you guys were able to catch that live stream, make sure you go back and watch it, because it was a really good conversation. We're going to have her on again. But yeah, Crypto T said, last year, Bitcoin chopped around 25K for 6 months and gave you the opportunity to front run BlackRock, but everyone told you it was priced in. This year, we've been chopping around 56K for 6 months, and you have the opportunity to front-run countries printing money to buy Bitcoin. When Trump buys 500 billion of Bitcoin, it won't be priced in. Yeah, it's a good observation. It's a good observation. And then I found this fascinating. I didn't know this was happening. The entire family of Kamala Harris running mate Tim Walz just endorsed Trump. This is the greatest troll of the 2024 election. I don't know. It says Waltz for Trump. I was like, that's interesting. And I was like, okay. And then it says that now this is why community notes is so strong, is so important. It says this is not Tim Waltz's entire family, nor are they his immediate family. The people in this photo are distant cousins, and Tim Waltz's own sister doesn't even recognize who they are. So, so there you go. So there you go. Because this was floating around, and then so we got some context. Thank you, community notes. I really appreciate it. All right, so we got Michael Saylor. We are on Team Bitcoin right now. We are on Team Bitcoin. We got to make some AI-generated photos like this of us working at the Bitcoin fast food restaurant. That actually might be a brilliant idea. We start a fast food chain that only accepts Bitcoin. It only accepts crypto. We don't accept cash. We don't accept fiat. We only accept crypto for these burgers. Call it Bitburger or something like that. Holy crap. Guys, we just had a breakthrough. Someone, come contact me. Let's start this company right now. Bitburger. Yes. Maybe we've had too much coffee, but I think Bitburger is a brilliant idea. Let's go, guys. Let's go. I know a lot. So oddly enough, I know a lot of billionaires now. I've somehow managed to get myself in the circle of billionaires, and I don't know. I guess that's what you're supposed to do if you want to fast track hack yourself into one day actually being a billionaire yourself. I know I'm canceled. Yeah, I know, Headband. I know I just got canceled. Totally canceled. All right. I love that OURBIT, HTX, the Justin Sun exchange, they're super bullish on memes. So we got Sundog, we got some kind of pig here, Bobo, Moo, Pepe. What else do we have that's recognizable in here? Yeah, it's yeah. Yeah, Billy, I know. There is no second best burger. Dude, so you already have the slogan. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Back to the billionaire talk. What are they? No, billionaires aren't telling me to buy nothing. Well, I guess no, I'm not. No, I'm lying. I'm lying. The only billionaire that I've been listening to is Da Vinci with Orc and Waffles. That's where I will say that I have been listening to a billionaire that has been publicly just telling people, hey, these coins are going to do well in the bull run. So, I mean, you could take it with a grain of salt, but when it comes to Da Vinci J15 and his track record, it's pretty good. He has a pretty good track record. So this is why I've been following the specific coins. But besides that, let's get this show railed in. Let's get this show on the damn rails. And let's start talking about Bitcoin, okay? Let's see what Bitcoin is doing right now, because right now Bitcoin is sliding. We were wrong. We were wrong, guys. We thought that we were going to do one of these moves here. We thought we were going to do a inverse head and shoulders, kind of trade sideways, and then start breaking up here. And while we've been flapping our mouths, we've just went pretty hard to the downside, but it looks like we could get a bounce, though. We could get a bounce from this previous low, because we just tried to test this low. And if we can go up and trade back up to the value area high, then that would establish us making some higher lows again on Bitcoin. And that could give us some strength to fill these nodes to the top with Bitcoin. Now, let's look at the Bitstamp chart. We told you guys that this was going to be a really important range for Bitcoin to either bounce out of or break down. So from 56.8 and 54,009 is a massive level that we need to be watching right now, because if we don't break out of here, if we do not break out of here, we're going down. We're going down. That's just it is what it is, guys. I mean, if we don't break out of this range, we're going down, and we're going to go to 53,000, or we're going to go right back to the trend line at 51,000. And guess what? That's okay. It's still okay, guys. It doesn't mean the market's over. It just means that this is going to be the next shakeout that is going to literally make people quit and go, I'm done with this crypto shit, and I'm done. And they're going to flip their desk, smash it, Office Space style, and then that's when the whales just flip on you. Oh no, the Twitch scammers are coming in hot again. Every time I feel like I want to stream onto Twitch, I get people that are trying to sell me cheap viewers. I don't need cheap viewers. I was going to make a joke. I already have them. You guys aren't cheap viewers. You guys are like the golden viewers. You guys are the ultimate legends. You guys are the ultimate legends. All right, but yeah, right now, really, honestly, it's not looking too good. It's not looking too good for Bitcoin, but if we can bounce out of this range and we can make a higher low. Hassan Lewis said, hey, I own it. I'm a cheapie. Hey, as long as you're cheap and you're putting money into crypto, more money into crypto, hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. But I'm curious, guys, what did you DCA into? I want to know what I am curious. I'm talking directly to you guys. What did you buy and what have you been accumulating on this dip? Did you buy some Bitcoin? Did you buy some Ethereum? Like, what did you scoop up? I bought some Pepe last night. That's what I bought. I bought like $50 of Pepe. I know, crazy, right? I know, just an insane amount. Hold the phone. Call the press. $50. All right, so Ozzy said he bought some Nero. Nice, yeah. I think Nero went up 92% in the past 2 days. So it pulled a 2x in the past like 48 hours. When the common folk come, they're gonna buy Harambe. You think so? You think so? I don't know, man. Like I've been now I think convinced that a fake Nero. Yeah, I haven't gotten into any Pepe. Okay, so Asan Lewis, what exchange can you buy Pepe or so Pepe you can buy on a lot of exchanges, but you can also just do it like DeFi. You could just swap it on Uniswap or whatever swap you can do Ethereum swaps on. Most of the highest liquidity is obviously on Uniswap. But if you go to Pepe and you go to Pepe, this is the Pepe that's number 25. It's the highest valued Pepe token across the board. There's like hundreds of Pepe derivative tokens and Pepe-esque tokens, but this one, and there's also one that was the original Pepe token called Pepe Coin. But this one has been if you want to say like who's the winning team, well, it's been this one. It's been this particular pet because that's always been in a controversial topic when it comes to Pepe. Are you what contract is that? Okay, so with Pepe, you can get it on Binance, you can get it on OKX, BYBIT, UPBIT, Kraken. You can actually get it on OURBIT spot and PHEMEX spot. So if you want to use any of the links into the description, and crypto.com, you can get it on crypto.com and perpetuals. I think it's fairly similar to the exchanges I just listed. You can do on OKX, BYBIT, and things like that. And if you can KYC on BYBIT, you can use my link in the description for BYBIT. And Orc, we'll have to check on Orc. I think Orc, not sure if they are on any major exchanges right now. I don't think so. No, Orc has not been listed on any exchanges. That's what's interesting, is that it's been purely volume on Radium and Meteor. This one not very much. I would say more on Jupiter. 24-hour volume. The best is Jupiter and Radium for Orc. And like I said before in previous videos, I mean this it's still. Like, you're very early with this. You're very early. You're under 20,000 holders. We're at 10,000 holders. Liquidity locked at almost $500,000, and then market cap at 10 million. Now, this is what's so interesting is like I want to compare these tokens. I compare these tokens together with the liquidity in the holders, the volume, and kind of how the chart looks. And I compare these to Ponky because Ponky has so much community support. In terms of the content, like the content that Ponky puts out and what they're able to do is just it's like bar none. There's no other project that does it better that I've noticed than Ponky right now. And if you were to go to, say, the liquidity of what has the most liquidity locked on the Solana blockchain in terms of meme coins, it's these four right here, which these four have the highest traded volume and are the most popular meme coins right now on Solana, which is Maneki, Dog with Hat, Popcat, and Ponky. So you go into Ponky and you look at the holder count, and the holder count is 56,000 holders. And the market cap, and don't even worry about the market cap. Honestly, don't even freaking worry about it anymore. It doesn't matter. Market cap doesn't mean shit. What matters is the liquidity for you to be able to sell. If you can sell, if you can even sell it when it goes up, and when you sell, is it going to dump the whole damn token to zero? Or is there going to be a sustainable chart through the volatility? Headband Hyde says, my team launched smoking chicken fish. No way. Really? The cabal. Yep. People think that there isn't a crypto Twitter cabal, but there definitely is, because and Crypto Mason really kind of tied it in for me. Shout out to Crypto Mason. We'd love to have him on the channel. If you guys have any connection to Crypto Mason, get in touch with Crypto Mason for me, or tag him in a post and say, hey, you should come on to Dano Crypto's channel. That's crazy. But yeah, I think what ends up happening is that you think that these coins have real followers or real market cap or real valuations and real movements in the charts, but it might actually be all fabricated and fake. And this is where I think Ponky, I don't believe it's fake. I think that Ponky has actual engagement in movements. There's probably whale wallets. There's obviously liquidity providers, and there's, but at the same time, 98% of the supply has been burned, and there's a lot of liquidity locked, and it seems to me that there hasn't been any major dumps or pumps on this thing. And so I feel like it's our mission to actually find coins that aren't fake and aren't fabricated to make you oh, it's the next one. And it's just I don't want to fall for the trap of the cabal, the trap of the cabal, where they run this thing up and make you think that everyone's talking. Oh, everyone's talking about it. It's the token. Doesn't mean you can't make money. It doesn't mean that you can't make money, because I won't be sour. I'm not gonna be sour and say because if you're quick, if you can get in and out, if you're one of those lucky ones that has the opportunity to see something like a cabal token early and get in and out, then bless your heart. Bless your heart. Then bless your little heart. But we just don't want to play that game, honestly. To be honest, I think it's better that you like I was telling Asan, is just DCA, man. It's not financial advice, but it's just like a strategy that has just stood the test of time, even with meme plays. Now, I'm not going to tell you it's going to work out with all the degen, 4,000 tokens listed every, being created every 24 hours. There's 4,000, 5,000 tokens being created every single day. So you have to find something that can prove itself through the volatility, through crypto Twitter. And I think Ponky actually is probably one of the most undervalued memes right now in terms of what I'm talking about. And then we'll add Waffles and Orc to that list as well. And a lot of the things in the coins that we've been talking about in terms of the memes, because we don't just talk about memes, we do have our other projects and our fundamental projects that we like to talk about also. But for the people that are coming into this space right now, the thing that they're going to be most interested in is how people are making money on memes. And so, yes, people are going to like the new. People are going to like the new shiny thing, and obviously that's what crypto Twitter plays on, and that's what KOLs play on, because that's how they get people's attention. Hey, I just found the next 1000X. It's like, bro, no, you didn't. You don't know if you found the next yet. Just don't stop it. You stop it right now. Because if you had been following, say something like Mogcoin, Kendu Inu, Pepe, these have been organically built, and PayPay as well. stood the test of time, especially Pepe. Pepe's one that it should hurt everyone. You should feel like you want to puke. The fact that you were convinced to buy a bunch of garbage and all you had to do was buy Pepe. I got involved in all those bin.eth tokens and even ended up buying the Blitz NFT like an idiot. And all I had to do was buy Pepe and shut my computer off, shut everything off, ignore everyone. And I bet, just maybe, you did the same thing. Yet you got distracted. You got fooled by community engagement psyop farming. It's okay. It can happen to the best of us. So now your goal is to, now all the dust is settled. And now you can see what actually isn't a piece of crap. What isn't literally a steaming pile of garbage, which is 98% of the market. And I'll show you why. I'll show you how Pepe is the indicator of this. Because if you go to the market, I'm telling, this is the entire market. I'm not speaking craziness here. This is the entire market. Out of every single coin on the entire market, which is cryptos, 2.4 million cryptos now as of today, with 790 exchanges at a market cap of a total market cap of $1.9 trillion. Out of every single coin, Pepe is the number 10 traded coin in the entire market. Can you explain that to me? Please explain it to me. Please, can someone give me a solid explanation as to why out of the entire market, Pepe is trading over Litecoin, Tron, Cardano, Sui, Matic, Chainlink, Near, AVAX, Shiba Inu, Floki, Arbitrum, Optimism, Cosmos, Uniswap. Let me just keep listing all these coins that I know you guys know. And guess what? A freaking frog on Ethereum. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room. You just have to have a sense of humor. You just have to have a sense of humor. It's easy to buy. You can literally buy it on your on a cold wallet, on a hot wallet. You can buy it on. You can't buy it on Coinbase yet. Just wait when you can buy it on Coinbase. Just wait. You can buy it on crypto.com right now. It's not like you're subject to not being able to easily buy Pepe right now. You can even, if you become a Pepe whale, no, let me not say if, when you become a Pepe whale, you can send your Pepe directly, transfer it onto your your crypto card, and spend it like cash. See, the normal normie person they can't wrap their head around this. They don't understand. They don't understand that all they have to do is put a couple $1,000 into Pepe, wait 7 months, and then literally have liquid frog money on their phone. I said it on this channel right now. Liquid frog money. Liquid frog money. I can't, guys. I can't. I don't know. I don't know what the hell else to tell you guys. I don't know how else to explain it. But you might know. I think you understand. Am I just yelling at you? Am I preaching to the choir? I don't even know how many people are still left after this point, because I think I probably scared you all away. Because maybe you still haven't, maybe it still doesn't click. Maybe you're still chasing just chasing that. What's the next 1000x? What's the next 1000x? Oh, all right. So let's see actually what Yahoo Finance. I'm still here looking into Pepe. Yes. Let's go. I'm telling you, just to study it. Study Pepe and then go down the list and then start to study PayPay. Because then you start to look at that chart, very similar to the Ponky chart. And the fact that the dang thing has gotten 30. I hope it's real. I really hope the holders are real and it's an organic holder count. The 30,000 milestone that they were able to hit. Buying the blood. Yeah, you have to buy the blood, guys. But by the way, you do have to buy the blood. I just want to remind you guys, and this is why the title, it is what it is. You have to buy the blood. Where did my website go? Where is it at? There it is. Let's look at the crypto bubbles in terms of the 15-minute or the daily. Just on the weekly and the monthly. Monthly looks a little bit different for some of these altcoins, and this is how you can actually see strength. So here's your strength metric of what are some altcoins you could speculate into for the bull run, for the top peak bull run. And we're going to show a chart that'll actually help you guys if you haven't tuned into these live streams. Okay, so we're getting some questions here. Do you have to buy into ETH first, then buy Pepe? That is if you are doing it DeFi. If you are using a DeFi protocol and you want to just buy Pepe like directly in your wallet. So what wallet do you have? Do you have a MetaMask? Trust Wallet. Okay, cool. All right. So yeah. So in Trust Wallet, you can do this too. So in Trust Wallet, go and make sure you have Ethereum. You get Ethereum, and you can buy it directly in Trust Wallet. You're gonna use like Transact or Mercurio. I think you can use Binance Pay, or there's a bunch of different ones that you can use. But if you've already set up one, I usually just use like the same one, so you'd have to keep, reissuing or putting in your debit card. All right, so get the ETH, buy the ETH, or if you have a centralized exchange set up, you can buy ETH on there and then send it to your Trust Wallet. And then once you have the ETH in your Trust Wallet, it has to be ERC20 ETH. It's because there's now obviously we have ETH that you can send on multiple different networks. So it's ETH on ERC20. And then what you're going to do is copy this address of Pepe. Make sure this is the right address. It's the Ethereum contract address. You copy this. And actually, conveniently, CoinMarketCap puts a auto link, a little widget to where you can add it to Trust Wallet or add it to MetaMask like automatically. You just click that little thing and it should route you to do so. And then all you do is you swap. You just say, okay, say you have like 0.001 or 0.01 ETH. You're going to then swap in to Pepe. You'll pay the gas fee. I think the gas fees right now are, if you go to the Discord, I think the gas fees are like about $5-6 right now. They're about $5-6. You'll pay $5-6 in gas fees, so you have to account for that. And then you will have Pepe on your Ethereum contract wallet with Trust Wallet. And if you ever want to send that out of your wallet, you just have to make sure you're sending it on the Ethereum network. Like if you're going to send it to an exchange, you're going to send it to say, hey, if you want to set up crypto.com and you want to spend it, you want to say, all right, I just want to spend this Pepe. You can then take that Pepe, send it to crypto.com onto the Ethereum network, and then put it on your debit card, and then bada bing, bada boom, you can spend it. But then if you just want to go the centralized route, you just, whatever centralized exchange you're using, you can then just purchase it on there, spot. And if you want to use my links in the description to buy said Pepe, all the links that I have spot Pepe. So, and my suggestion is that you never hold any of these things long term on an exchange. You put them in your wallet. And yes, Ozzy, to answer that question, can you buy it directly on an exchange and then send it to your Trust wallet? Yes. So this is actually, guys, this is my strategy. If you want to know what my strategy is and that it has been successful. It has proven to work. The trick is to not lose it by being a degen and being too high leveraged or FUD trading or FOMO trading. That's where you go wrong. And so I'll tell you what works, and I'll tell you what happens when you stop doing it, and how you can stress test it and then know that it did work. Okay, so when you start making gains and say you put in trades, you're taking profits, you need to be actively taking these things off of the exchanges that you're trading on. So say you made a trade and you made $1,000 on your trading. You need to take like half of that at least and send it out of the exchange and buy your coins that you're trying to DCA into. I mean, that's the whole point. Or buy more BTC. Get into the things that you're trying to do, because it actually protects you from then losing it all again on doubling down on some trade that you might not be too confident on. Maybe you didn't even set a stop loss, and all of a sudden you just wrecked all of your profits that you just accumulated. Where all you had to do was take that risk out, buy Pep. So if you want to buy Pepe, buy $500 worth of Pepe and literally send it out and don't touch it for 7 months. And a lot of people who did that and were able to take profits even just around the ranges, not even at the full top, but even just like, just close to it, or even in the 2-month range of 3-month range of where we have the most action of the bull market. It's just like such an easy thing to do. It's so easy. And at the same time, it's the freaking hardest thing to do, because you're battling yourself. You're battling FOMO, FUD. You let crypto Twitter cabal convince you that you need to not buy Pepe, buy a fork of Pepe, all this BS. And there you go. So it's just wild, guys. And I'm telling you this because I've experienced it personally. I have personally missed out on thousands because of those mistakes, and ultimately turning into lessons that you need to learn from. So then when you have the opportunity that is right now to not make those same mistakes, then you won't grow. You're just going to be stuck. And so just like Headband said, believe in yourself. You always believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to have a plan, have a strategy. And just from my own personal experience, I've recognized that DCAing is the way. I mean, it's the way. It is the way, the truth, and the light when it comes to crypto investing. It is just worked. It works. And you can do it by before you know it. And you could be a person that thought you had no money to be able to play around with or get into the markets. But even if you just started with $25, $50, $50 a week, $25 a week, you're testing out the market. You got some stable coins. You saw that the market dipped and you had some stable coins on the side. You're like, all right, cool. Let me buy an AVAX. Let me get one AVAX. Hey, I got $25. Let me get one AVAX. Hey, you got $25 over here? Let me get one AVAX over here. Dogecoin, 10 cents. Let me get 50 of those. And then all of a sudden, you got a couple $100 of some stake in the game. You got some stake. You got some stake in the game, and it gives you the confidence to start like getting into these markets. And then that's exactly how I started. And this is what inspired me to really like immerse myself into these markets. Give myself the ability to make the mistakes, because it's I can't tell you how valuable I can't express to you enough, guys, like how valuable it has been for me to make the mistakes I've made over the past 3 years. I can't express enough, because it strengthens my plan and thesis so much to the point where like I won't fail. I won't fail. And you have to feel like that too. Once you've gone through it, you're like, okay, there's no freaking way that I will fail this time. Absolutely no way. The signs are just so everywhere on the wall. Can't be ignored anymore. It just can't. So with all that being said, I'm bullish on crypto. I'm bullish on you guys. I'm even more bullish on you, because the fact that you guys are here, you're watching the channel, you're asking questions. No sound. Oh my God! I hope I haven't been speaking to just myself and muted. There really is no sound. Let me see. No, maybe. I think it might just be you. Sorry, it's not me. It's you. Yeah, luckily YouTube and the algorithm, I guess for the streaming purposes, has been really nice, because for a little bit we were having some trouble. I feel like the Matrix was trying to like sabotage my live stream, because every time we were getting hits. But no, Nagu, he's good. I think Naga, he's not a troll. Or was there a troll? I don't know. I didn't see anyone. I think XM was like quick on the draw. I didn't see a troll. I don't think he was trolling. He might have just had actual problems with his sound. No, I think no, Nagu's good. Nagu doesn't need to be timed out. If Nagu is who is the Nagu that I think that Nagu's good. All right, let's see. Yeah, yo, let's go. I like that. I like that. My mods were very quick to be like, you better hush that mouth right now. Turn up the volume. Turn up the volume. Turn up the volume. Dance, 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 dance. All right, now we are gonna turn up the volume. Now we're gonna play the pump song. We're gonna play the pump song. Hopefully Bitcoin listens. We're on the 45-minute degen time frame. Let's go. Put your Pepes in the chat, guys. Put your Pepes in the chat. I hope you're feeling good. Turn down for what? Turn down for what? I bet people look at you the same way like they do in that thumbnail. They just look at you like, what are you talking about? Talking about Bitcoin. Yo, I'm just talking about Bitcoin. Yo, I'm just talking about Bitcoin. To swallow orange pills, just talk about Bitcoin. To swallow orange pills, just talk about Bitcoin. Don't choke. Don't choke. Just talking about Bitcoin. Swallow orange pill, just talking about Bitcoin. Oh, I think it hears us. See, I knew it. I knew it. Once the pump song comes on, things just start happening in the market. It is called the no, I'm not even gonna call it. It's the dojo effect. Let's just call it the dojo effect. It's the dojo effect, baby. We're pumping the song. We're pumping the markets right now. Hopefully Bitcoin hears the call. We made a higher low. We made a higher low in this divergence here. Could we push it up to the upside for the value or a high? Hopefully we do. I think we might be in the cards. Let's see what happens. Tell you what, though, you know what's looking really good was we want to watch Doge. We want to watch Doge. I'll tell you why. We're gonna get into this, but let's pump the last part of this song, guys. Let's go. Turn it up. If you're at work, turn the volume up louder. Let them know. Let them know you don't pay attention at work. You listen to this. Not for long, headband, not for long. And lies. Lies. Oh, man. I love that song. If that song doesn't get you pumped, I don't know what the hell will. I don't know what will get you pumped if that song doesn't get you pumped. COQ Inu. Let's check on that. Do you guys think this AVAX meme coin still has a chance? You think this thing has a chance? What's interesting is this actually got a lot of centralized exchange support, and I have kept this on the radar. I've kept it on the radar. I like the fact that my favorite exchanges are listing it. It was one of the running funny jokes for a couple months, and could be an outlier. Could be one of those sneaky ones that we don't want to forget. And also, don't forget about Trader Joe. If you're familiar with the AVAX ecosystem, Trader Joe is the DEX that you are trading on. So if you are bullish on AVAX and you're bullish on COQ Inu, then you want to be bullish on Trader Joe. It's just kind of like how if you're bullish on Shiba Inu, then you are bullish on Bone and Treat, which are the tokens inside of the ecosystem of Shibarium for Shiba Inu. You could even go as far as to say if you're bullish on Shiba Inu, if you've been bullish on the dog narrative, then you would also be bullish on Kendu Inu, which has been the fastest growing grassroots Shiba Inu-inspired token, dog coin, that I think might outperform everyone. It's possible. But this is all speculation. Everything can go to zero, so just want to remind you. But if you're bullish on these narratives or you're bullish on a set narrative, then you can go down and maybe pick 2 to 3 different strong like coins that match that thesis, and it gives you a higher chance probability of making more gains if said one of them does a 20x and the other ones don't really perform very well. But you have a higher probability. It's higher risk. You're putting higher risk in there, but high risk, high reward. And this is how kind of how we're trading. So like, for instance, like we're trading on the Matt narrative, the Matt Fuhrer narrative of the Boys Club tokens, which is Brett. Then we have Pepe. We have Ponky, which is obviously not part of that group, but very similar in narrative and in direction and artwork and the way that they are doing their meme culture. Very similar. And so this is why we then went to PayPay, which then ties in a separate narrative of China being bullish on crypto and the success of Pepe, how it was when it launched. And so we're just kind of like parallel trading on these narratives to kind of open up and diversify a little bit. You could say that, hey, maybe you could just outperform everything by like what I said and just literally don't buy anything else but Pepe and then see what happens. But that is also really risky. You don't want to have a portfolio that is like heavily in one thing and then you have like 10% of just everything, you know. I think a good solid portfolio, to be honest, in my personal opinion, is that you have like 60 to 70% of your like value in Bitcoin and stables, because then you have money on the side to be able to buy the dips and you have the most stable money in the world as primarily your portfolio. And then the other 30% or 20%, whatever it may be, is the altcoins and speculation to ultimately outperform Bitcoin in the bull market short term, to then when you take profits, you take it into Bitcoin and you keep the money in the market. And that's how you're going to literally outperform everyone. That's how you're going to be in the markets through the bear and through the bull. And Ozzy, said the owner that had the Doge that recently passed away has another one called Nero. Yeah, I was seeing that, but to be honest, I don't like coins that get too valued up that high. It doesn't make sense. It's not sustainable. For me, that's a clear sign of manipulation, where you have a coin like that just goes up way too fast. It doesn't make sense. It's not sustainable. I would rather have a coin have a healthy looking chart to where you can kind of almost like see like what can be of it. Like I said, with these charts, like Orc and Waffles or Ponky, you can kind of see like the progression. You can see how, okay, like it's got a nice progression. Like what, like, come on, like how, like over $500 million market cap in like a couple days, or it's like, get the freaking crap out of here. That's fake. That is fake. It's so fake. I'm not falling for that BS. I'm sorry, but I'm not. It's just that to me is not real. It is fake. And so I am like, just like we said earlier in this stream, and what we are forming our thesis on by listening to smart people that have done the game, they've played the game, they know it's fake, and they know that it's not real. And so I don't know, but I'll check it out. I just getting tired of just like seeing some of these things and just being like, there's no way. I'm sorry, but I'm not believing it. I'm not going to fall for it. No. And I hope you guys don't fall for it either. You'd be like, well, you're getting, and then you'll tell me, well, you're going to get, well, we're all going to get scammed to the upside then. And you might. You might do really well on Nero and say, hey, I'm going to buy this instead of Dogecoin. But really, you're going to buy Nero instead of Dogecoin when Elon's going to announce X payments to be taking Dogecoin as payments on X? To me, that's very irresponsible. To me, that's like you're literally looking at the easiest opportunity of a dog coin, but you're letting the market convince you that there's something better that you can make more money on. Isn't how much of a attention grabbing scam is that? Hey, come over here, you'll make more money. Instead of saying like, hey, buy Dogecoin because literally the most popular person in the world, troll tweets, that it's literally going to be the thing that they use as their ecosystem for X payments for millions and millions of people using X around the world. And you're telling me I need to buy a new dog coin? I'm telling this to myself. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. And this is, it's, yeah, Ozzy said, Doge, Shiba, Floki are my biggest dog coin holdings. Others just lottery tickets. Yeah, you could look at it that way. You could look at it that way. And the market, this is the thing, the market will tell you. The market actually will tell you what the strong projects are and what's garbage. You have to weed through the sauce. You got to get through the weeds. Takes a couple pumps. Head Ben Hyde says, drunken chicken centipede to the moon. My wife was like, you have got to be kidding me. There's a smoking chicken fish. She's like, stop it. I was like, yeah. Swear to God. All right, so look at this. You guys should do this. This is very interesting. If you do this, you will see a really interesting pattern here. I like to put in the past 5 years Dogecoin as the topic, cryptocurrency as a topic, and Bitcoin, and how they have trended over the past 5 years. So you see from the previous bull market, we were just like in 2017 and 18. Before COVID, it was just through the roof. Then we went into COVID when we went into a bear market. And then look at the search history on average of how it correlated with Bitcoin and how much of a trend Dogecoin actually was searched more than the actual term cryptocurrency. Okay. This is where you are going to get the best metric in the world for when retail is back. Because they're gone, son. They ain't here. They're going to get in 6 months. They're going to get in 6 months. And guess what? That's going to be around the top. That's when they're coming in. Because guess what? This is Google Trends, and guess where the top was? Right in here. Guess where the top was in that recent run where we all probably could have sold out of the market? Right here. Isn't that fascinating? And this is also a sell metric of a top signal. When the Uber driver is telling you to buy crypto, you know it's time to sell. Yeah, that's a funny one too. We always like that one. That one's funny. Yeah, when your hairdresser or your Uber driver or your friend that you haven't heard from in a really long time texts you and says like, hey, what should I buy? You're like, damn it. Okay, yep, I got to sell. You sell immediately. You don't even answer them. You just sell. And they like, dude, bro, I asked you about crypto. You're like, what? Huh? What did you ask? What did you You just play dumb. No, we're not going to do that. No, actually, we've been very nice to our friends who've been curious about crypto, and it's funny. They're very encouraging though to me because they say they will respond in what I'm doing because I tell them that I stream Monday through Friday. I talk about crypto. I yap my trap about crypto. I'm investing in crypto. I'm all in on crypto, and they're not, and they're trying to understand, but they do understand that I seem to be on to something. At least that's what they said. It looks like you're on to something. You seem very passionate about it, and it probably is going to serve you in the future. And I said, you're damn right it will. I said, you're damn right it will. All right, so this is your metrics, guys. This is so interesting. Look at this. The search for Dogecoin over the actual term cryptocurrency was surpassing in trend of crypto itself. This is why you cannot forget about Dogecoin as the metric of when retail's coming in and when things are going to get insane, when they're going to get freaking crazy. Now, Ozzy mentioned a great point, mentioned about the Litecoin indicator. Now, this is a really, really cool way you guys can look at the bull market and where we've had the most parabolic runs and what you can kind of expect from this peak point going into the next 6-7 months. Now, we've explained to you guys on this channel, and if you've been watching this live stream, that the cycles are in 4 years for the Bitcoin halving. And it lines up with the 4-year cycle of the election. And a year after the halving is where we have the most parabolic runs. But the point of when it gets the craziest is 3 months at the end of the last 3 months of that year, of the lead up to it. And so what we have here on the Litecoin chart, put it on the monthly scale. Put it on a monthly scale and look at every time that we've had these mega runs from a Litecoin halving and the Bitcoin halving. And you can see how much we ran up going into this. This was the bull market. This is the bull market right here of 2017-18. And Litecoin got as high as 200 and it wicked up to 300 and almost $400 and then started to kind of correct back down into these levels, and then we went into a bear market. And then in 2021, you can see it did the same thing. Now, I am just speculating, obviously, because that's what we are here in crypto. We're speculators. We're big speculators. I think that this movement here, to put it on the weekly, I think it was a little bit, yeah, there we go. The weekly here is going to look a little like this. Now, I want to remind myself that I want to DCA out whenever Litecoin is in the $200 ranges. Like if Litecoin is above $250, that could be your perfect metric to take profits on your altcoins. At this point, in January, February, and March, is going to be the key point of where we start to see just like insanity. And this is what's going to be interesting, is that we are going to see a Litecoin at 250, because in December this year, we're going to have $120,000 to $150,000 Bitcoin. Mark my words. We will have it this year, a price of $150,000 per Bitcoin. I've called this for months and months now, that we are going to hit $150,000 before the end of the year. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. And you can quote me. And I will I'll die on the sword with this one, because basically there's no stopping this thing from the supply crunch that is to ensue when this starts to actually really play out, which we've shown this article a few times about exchanges expected to run out of Bitcoin 9 months after halving. And it lines up perfectly with our metrics that we think Marty Party got pretty dead on, is that we run into 100,000 into the election. We do a 20%, 30% correction back to $90,000. And then we just start to freaking pump into December and January, going close to $120,000 to $150,000 per Bitcoin. Lines up pretty damn well with our thesis here. And if you and what it takes is patience, though. That's the thing. It's going to take massive patience. But I'm curious to see. Let's see what Yahoo Finance said about Bitcoin and how it could be the fastest horse as interest rates are falling, expected this month.
Thinking about the path forward for investors. So when you are thinking about the path forward for investors and Bitcoin holders here, what should the thinking be and the strategizing be for them throughout the month of September, which is typically rough, as you've mentioned, but also as we head into November and have all of these risks to come that are difficult to price in, these unknown unknowns? What should investors be positioning around?
Yeah, so I think what's important, I think it's important to step back from a high level and understand, acute trading risks versus cyclical downturn risks. And if you step back and, listen to Al at Jackson Hole and think about the Fed's positioning around markets right now and how they've shifted focus away from inflation towards employment, they've kind of taken away the right tail, or should I say the worst case scenario for crypto, which would be a stagflationary period in which the Fed, in which real growth is slowing and the Fed has to step up and be hawkish regardless of that fact because inflation is soaring. That's what we had back in 2022. That is the cause of a cyclical downturn. Liquidity conditions tighten. And we possibly head for some economic calamity. That right now is not on the table, just due to the posturing from the Fed. And so you kind of have the scenario where you have either a soft landing and the business cycle continues to expand, liquidity continues to expand, or you have a recession in which I will concede there is significant acute downside risk, but we are certainly going to meet any kind of recession with more easing, more liquidity, in which case, Bitcoin will be the fastest horse out of there. And so,
So I guess the explanation is that, with the downturn in September being kind of like historically a bad month, that with the rate cuts, I think if we're not in a recession, which I don't think we are, then the charts won't lie, and the charts show that the S&P 500 does well following a fate rate cut unless there's a recession. So if we're not in recession, then the federal rate cut of tightening or easing since historically past 2015 and 16, besides the COVID year, then we will have a pump. But we just have to, we're trying to figure out like how low are we going to go before we have that pump to the upside coming out of September and going into October, which historically October and November have been the most pumpamental months in the crypto markets. So let's see what happens, guys. I don't know. Let's see what happens. But either way, we're along for the ride. And, Bitcoin whales, they continue to accumulate even as the market sentiment dips. Regardless of the short-term price action, the whales are still accumulating. Keeps us pretty on track for what we think is going to be what is called the banana zone. We get ready for that banana zone, and it's always happened historically after every single halving, which means you start going, whoom, you start going up like a banana, you start curving up like a banana, And we're in that zone. We're basically sitting in the banana zone. If you've seen that Tucker Carlson video, go check out Tucker. Actually, it's a pretty funny, probably some of the best content out there right now in terms of a meme coin, with videos and like dead on voices of people like Tucker Carlson and RuPaul. So funny. He talks about the banana zone, and he has his own song called the Banana Zone. You guys got to check it out. But yeah, we're on track, guys. We're on track. Don't worry. Don't fear. Everything will be all good. Everything will be okay. But really, shout out to all you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really do appreciate you guys. Thank you for getting this stream up to almost 20 likes. We didn't have to really evangelize the likes too much, and you guys were hitting the like button without me having to say anything, so that's amazing. Put your Pepes in the chat. If you are a member, shout out to all the members of the channel. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers of the channel. And I love that people are coming in. They're asking questions. We're learning together. People are not afraid to ask questions. This is what this live stream is for the fact that we have a nice small community right now to be able to, hyper-focus on people's questions and their concerns, and maybe helping them to navigate these crypto markets is the whole point of this channel. That's the whole point of the channel, guys. So I'm glad you're giving me the opportunity to teach, to help, to spread some of this knowledge. And without you guys being here watching and supporting the channel, we wouldn't have a show. We wouldn't have a show. We wouldn't have a channel. So you guys are absolute legends. Give yourselves a pat on the back for being here. And yeah, just really do appreciate it. All right. Peace, guys. Peace.